Hello, you dear one. If you've been trying to let go, but it feels impossible, if your mind keeps circling around someone, something, some ending you didn't get to choose, this deep talk is for you. Because most people think letting go means you stop caring, stop feeling, stop missing, stop wanting, stop hoping. But that kind of letting go is not healing, it's numbness. So today we're talking about another kind of freedom, soft detachment, not cold detachment, not I don't care, not shutting your heart down. Soft detachment is the ability to stay loving without being consumed. It's the ability to be present without being trapped. It's the peace of saying, I can care and still choose myself. Why hard letting go doesn't work. A lot of people try to let go by force. They tell themselves, forget it, get over it, move on, stop thinking. But the mind doesn't release through bullying. The mind releases through safety. The heart doesn't soften because you command it. The heart softens because it feels held. So when you try to detach harshly, you often create a rebound. You resist, you obsess, you suppress, you replay, you judge your feelings. Your feelings get louder. Soft detachment begins with a gentler truth. I'm attached because it mattered. I'm attached because I hoped. I'm attached because I loved. No shame, just honesty. What you're really attached to. Sometimes you're not attached to the person. You're attached to the meaning that says, if they choose me, I'm worthy. If it works, I'm safe. If it ends, I'm unlovable. You're attached to the fantasy of repair, the fantasy of closure, the fantasy that your pain will finally make sense. So soft detachment asks a deeper question. What am I trying to prove through this attachment? Because often attachment is the nervous system trying to restore safety, not the heart trying to keep love alive. Soft detachment versus avoidance. Let's be clear, soft detachment is not avoidance. Avoidance says, I will not feel this. Soft detachment says, I will feel this, but I won't let it drive. Avoidance disconnects you from your emotions. Soft detachment keeps you connected without being dragged. It's emotional cleanness applied to longing. The nervous system behind attachment. If your body learned that love is inconsistent, attachment becomes intense. Your system watches for signals. It scans for distance. It panics in silence. It reaches for reassurance. So when you try to detach, your body resists. Not because you're weak, but because it thinks detaching equals danger. Soft detachment doesn't fight the body. It reassures it. It says, we're safe even if they don't respond. We're safe even if it ends. We can survive disconnection. I'm staying. Detachment becomes possible when your nervous system learns, I won't abandon me. The rope metaphor. Stop pulling. Imagine you're holding a rope tied to another person. When they pull away, you pull harder. When they go silent, you tighten your grip. And the more you pull, the more pain you create. Burned hands, tense shoulders, exhausted heart. Soft detachment is not dropping the rope in anger. Soft detachment is loosening the grip. You stop yanking for control. You stop pulling for reassurance. You stop gripping so tightly that your whole life revolves around the rope. You keep your dignity. You keep your breath. How to practice soft detachment in real life. Here are simple, practical ways. 1. One message, not 10. Say what you mean once, then let the silence speak. Soft detachment is not begging. 2. Give your mind a container. If you need to think, give it 15 minutes. Journal, cry, pray, walk, then return to the present. 3. Replace checking with caring. Instead of checking their social media, check your body. How am I? What do I need right now? 4. Don't negotiate your worth. If someone is unclear, don't chase clarity like it's oxygen. Clarity should not require humiliation. 5. Build a life that isn't waiting. Soft detachment is easier when your life has anchors. Routines, friendships, purpose, rest. Not as distraction, but as nourishment. A soft sentence. I release the outcome. This is one of the most healing phrases. I release the outcome. Not because you don't care, but because your peace is not for sale. You can love someone and still release the outcome of their choices. You can want something and still stop making it your whole oxygen supply. You can hope and still stand. The grief that comes with detachment. Letting go softly still has grief, because detachment is not the death of love. It's the death of control. It's the death of fantasy. It's the death of the part of you that believed, if I hold tighter, I can prevent loss. So be gentle with the grief. It means you're real. It means you cared. Ending. You can love and still be free. Dear one, soft detachment is not about becoming colder. It's about becoming freer. It's about learning to love without losing yourself, to miss someone without collapsing, to care without chasing, to feel without spiraling. So tonight, if you're holding the rope too tightly, take a breath, loosen your grip, and whisper, I can care and still choose myself. I release the outcome. I am safe. Take your time, my dear one. Freedom doesn't always arrive loudly. Sometimes it arrives softly, like a hand unclenching.